And you mark the second point, x2, y2. Right, now follow the equation. Alright, so you write the square root sign all the way across. Are you looking? And watch, I'm going to follow the equation as I go along. What's the first thing I need to write in or replace in the equation? x2. What is x2? 4. So I replace x2 with 4. What's the next thing? If I move my finger along, what do I see next? Minus. So I write that down. Now the next thing is x1, which is 0. The next thing is the brackets. The next thing is the squared. The next thing is the plus. Next thing is the brackets. Next thing is y2. What is that? y2 is?
Y squared.
y2? 0. What's the next thing? A minus. What's the next thing? 3. y1 is 3. The next thing is brackets. The next thing is the squared. So this is how I do it. Do you see how I followed the equation across? This equation is in your log tables, the length of a line. The length of a line from there to there, from A to B. The length of this line from A to B. Right, so we write the square root again. And what we do now is we look inside the bracket first of all. What's 4 minus 0? 4. So 4 squared. This plus. Now we got 0 minus 3.
Minus 3.
You use your calculator. What's minus 3 squared on your calculator? Minus 3 squared. Always use your calculator if you're not sure. No, if you use your calculator, it's 9.
It says minus.
Okay. Well, minus 3 times minus 3. Minus times a minus is a plus. So 4 squared, I could have done that, 16. 16 plus 9?
Is 25.
25. AB square root of 25 is 5. So the length of that line from A to B is 5 centimeters or meters or whatever it is. Right, the next one. Write down the distance from O to A. O to A. How many units is that? 3. From O to B? 4. Use the theorem of Pythagoras to find the length of the hypotenuse. So basically do the sum again. Do the sum again to find the length of this side. This is the hypotenuse, the longest side. So we'll do it again, basically. The length of this side, OA, if you look up at the board just, Samir, the length of that side was 3, so I did 3 squares. The length of this side, so that's OA. The length of this side, OB, that's 4, isn't it? So I'll do 4 squares. And what you had to do is do the sum again using the theorem of Pythagoras to find the length of this side. So, use the theorem of Pythagoras to find the length of this side. Right, so here's how you do it. You make a square out of this side. Make a square, that's 3 by 3. And make a square out of this side, 4 by 4. And we'll make a square out of this side. Don't know what it is yet. What's the area of this square? Well, it's all the sides are 3, so 3 by 3?
9.
9 is the area of that square. What's the area of this square?
4 by 4 is 12.
4 by 4 is
16.
16. And if we add 6, 9 and 16, we get the area of this big one.
25.
So the area of that square is 25. How do you get the length of one side? You get the square root of 25. 5. So the length of the side is 5. So that's using Pythagoras theorem to do the same job. Alright, so that's how you do that question.